The year is 2025. Wildfires, once a seasonal threat, have become a terrifying constant in California. The Pacific Palisades, a wealthy enclave known for its ocean views and celebrity residents, found itself engulfed in flames. Fanned by relentless Santa Ana winds, the fire tore through the dry brush and canyons. Over 1,000 homes, dreams, and memories were reduced to ash. The air, thick with smoke and the acrid smell of burning, was difficult to breathe. The images broadcast globally were apocalyptic: mansions engulfed in flames, palm trees turned to torches, and a sky choked with smoke. 30,000 residents were forced to flee their homes, many with little more than the clothes on their backs. The lucky ones found shelter with friends or family, while others crammed into overcrowded evacuation centers. The Pacific Palisades fire was a stark reminder of the increasing frequency and intensity of wildfires in California, driven by climate change. The Pacific Palisades fire was a disaster waiting to happen. Years of drought, exacerbated by rising global temperatures, had turned the region's vegetation into a tinderbox. The once lush hillsides, now parched and brown, provided ample fuel for the fire. The Santa Ana winds whipped the flames into a frenzy, driving the inferno through the canyons. Climate change is no longer a distant threat. It is a present reality, fueling more frequent and intense extreme weather events. From the fires in Australia to heat waves in Europe, the fingerprints of climate change are visible. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change states that human activities are the dominant cause of observed warming. The Pacific Palisades fire is a sobering reminder that we must act now to mitigate its worst effects. The human stories that emerged from the Pacific Palisades fire were a mix of heartbreak and resilience. John Turtle, a film director, described the terror of watching his neighborhood transformed into a raging inferno. He and his family barely escaped with their lives, forced to leave behind a lifetime of memories. For many, the evacuation was a chaotic scramble for safety. Amidst the loss and despair, there were also stories of extraordinary courage and compassion. Neighbors helped neighbors, offering food, shelter, and a shoulder to cry on. Firefighters, working tirelessly in perilous conditions, risked their lives to save others. Volunteers poured in from surrounding areas, bringing supplies and offering comfort. The fire may have destroyed homes, but it also revealed the strength of the human spirit. The road to recovery would be long, but the resilience of the human spirit offered hope amidst the ashes. Section 4. A politicized disaster blame and the climate crisis. As the smoke cleared from the Pacific Palisades fire, a familiar script began to play out. Politicians engaged in a blame game, seeking to score points from the disaster. Some pointed fingers at the current administration's environmental policies, while others blamed previous administrations. The debate, often heated and divisive, served only to further polarize the nation. The reality is that climate change is a complex issue that transcends political ideologies. The time for debate is over. The time for action is now. Section 5. The insurance crisis, navigating the aftermath of the firestorm. In the wake of the Pacific Palisades fire, an insurance crisis began to unfold. The cost of rebuilding was astronomical, and insurance companies faced a surge in claims. Many homeowners in high-risk fire zones had seen their insurance premiums skyrocket, making it difficult to afford coverage. Some found themselves underinsured or uninsured, leaving them with few options to rebuild. The Pacific Palisades fire exposed the vulnerabilities of the insurance industry in the age of climate change. The traditional insurance model is becoming untenable in a world where the past is no longer a reliable predictor of the future. The crisis highlighted the urgent need for government intervention to help communities recover. The Pacific Palisades fire could serve as a catalyst for change, forcing us to rethink our approach to insurance, disaster preparedness, and our collective responsibility to address the climate crisis.